Hi, good evening. I'm Lindsay from NRG Healing, and I'm doing a live tonight about access bars. So I don't know if you've heard of access bars or know what it is. So I thought I was going to come on here and I'm going to explain what my experience of access bars was prior to me learning it. And then I'm going to invite my teacher, Rachel, into the live to talk a bit about the benefits and how she first got into access bars. So I'd never heard of this treatment before. I've done Reiki and I've done crystal healing, which was about 10 years ago. And last January, I went up to a mind, body and soul fair in Wallsend, and there was a chap there doing something called access bars. So he was offering taster sessions, and I went and had a taster session. I thought, never heard of it before. I don't know what it is. Let's try it. Let's see what it's like. I'd lost a friend of mine 3 months previously, and I wasn't in a great place emotionally. So I thought, I'm just going to see what it's like and see how it works. So I went and lay down on the couch, and the chap basically put his hands like this, different points on my head. Wasn't really sure what he was doing. Then he went onto my feet, touched some points on my feet, and then he came back to my head again, touched some points on my head. And then he said some stuff to me, which made sense, and that was it. He said, right, that's it now. So it was a bit like after my first Reiki treatment session, I walked away thinking, didn't feel anything, it didn't do anything. But then, following the treatment, a couple of days later, I went back home and I set my first boundary to my ex-husband. I wasn't very good at boundary setting before that, and I didn't know where it came from, but it felt very empowering. And I just thought, oh, where did that come from? It's not like me. So anyway, so I left it a while. And then last July, I was at a wellbeing event at Cannon Hall Farm in Barnsley, and there was 2 ladies offering access bars taster sessions again. So I sort of collared them and I said, can you explain to me what access bars actually is? And she just said it's like sucking all the negativity and crap out of your mind. She said it leaves you with a lot of space and it just takes everything out. So I was like, do me again, please. So I went and had another taster session, and again, she put her hands on my different points on my head, did my feet, and then back to my head again. And I thought the next day, I just thought, oh, I love this. Anyway, I'd met my teacher Rachel at previous Pamper events before, and I thought I want to learn this because I thought, who wouldn't want all of the negativity and crap sucked out of the mind? So you get stuff put into your mind, obviously from when you're a child. So there's things that your parents believe, there's things that your teachers believe, there's things that your friends believe. And whereas everything in your mind should be just your thoughts, your beliefs, your qualities, your values, everything like that, you end up with like a little voice talking to you and saying something like, I don't know, oh, that's too risky, you shouldn't do that. Oh, don't do that. And without realising, when you're an adult, that might have been something that your mum or your dad said, 15 or 20 years ago, or even longer, when you were a 4-year-old, and that sort of has stayed with you. So it stops you maybe taking some risks when you're a bit older, or it makes you more cautious or more anxious. And then, I don't know, you might have had a teacher who always said, I don't know, who was very strict, for example, had very strong beliefs about discipline or, I don't know, willpower or something like that. And again, that stuff sticks with you and you don't realise, and your stuff ends up getting jumbled up with other people's stuff. So the access bars just sort of separates it, distinguishes it, and it gets rid of everything that's someone else's stuff and just leaves you with yours. So anyway, so I decided that I wanted to go and learn access bars. And I got in touch with Rachel and I said, I would love to come and have a treatment. Well, not have a treatment, but I want to learn how to do access bars for other people, because I said, who wouldn't want this sucked out? So I went and spent the day with Rachel, and it was amazing. So it just ended up being me and her, and she gave me 2 treatments and I gave her 2 treatments. And when she was touching points on my head, every time she moved to a different spot, I could feel it in a different part of my body. So I was explaining to her where I would feel the energy moving. And it was also very visual. So I remember seeing like a little man with a blackboard, and on this blackboard, I can't say the word, sorry. On this blackboard, he had wrote up the word, simply labels, and then underneath it said the fixer, the saver, the helper. And I thought, oh, that's how I see myself. And anyway, he rubbed it all out, and instead he wrote the word values, and he put honesty, integrity, trust. And I thought, right. So I need to stop thinking of myself as being a fixer and a saver and a helper, and instead think about my relationships with people based on trust and value and integrity and honesty, or whatever it was I said, I can't remember. So it was really powerful stuff. And after spending the day with Rachel, my mind was just so clear, and I felt as if I had so much space in my brain. I wasn't worrying about stuff that wasn't likely to happen. I don't know how to explain it, but just that there was room to think and to expand and to be creative, etc. So I came home and I just spent the week. I couldn't do anything. I didn't go near social media, really. I didn't really do anything. I just thought, I just need to let this stuff work and settle and shift stuff. So I learned it last November. And yeah, I found that I wasn't having like superfluous conversations with anyone anymore. If I was having a conversation, I was thinking very carefully about what I wanted to say to that person. And when they were responding, I was more actively listening to them and engaging. So I learned it last November. I've done several treatments on people, and the feedback from them has been very similar. They've said it's given them a lot of space. But access bars came from. So there was a chap, I believe he's Australian. If I've got that wrong, that's awful, isn't it? Anyway, I think he's Australian. He basically channeled, or he was given these different points on people's heads that relate to various issues. So like money, control, power, success, time, aging, etc. So he basically channeled it, and then he started using it and started treating people, and he started collecting the feedback.